Spaceman is a movie that came out recently to some interesting reviews. And it is, of course, you probably saw it on like social media or something. The Adam Sandler movie with the giant spider. Yeah, that movie. Of course, people have reviewed it something around like 50, 53%, somewhere around there. Would I rate it the same? Unfortunately, yes. I would rate it somewhere around like 6, 5 out of 10. Somewhere around there. That's the best I could do. I literally cannot see it as a 7 out of 10. It's not that good. But the main problems, as someone else put it, which I will say, it tries too hard to be seen as a deep movie, which, don't get me wrong, it kind of fails that. But of course, the plot revolves around Adam Sandler's character being put on a mission by the Czech Republic to travel to basically the beginning, right? And they're racing the South Koreans. Is that important? Kind of, not really. It's important for the end, but like throughout the movie, not really. And of course, he's been there for about a year at that point, alone by himself, which is so weird. Why would you send someone for multiple months by himself in space? How did you think he's not gonna go insane? And he kind of does because of the whole giant spider thing, which I would assume is part of his head because he doesn't sleep well because of some vacuum thing that stays on. But of course, it also has its other problems where Adam Sandler and his in-universe wife are having problems because he basically left her while she was pregnant. Not like left the relationship, he didn't break up with her, but he just coincidentally went on a mission that would take more time than when the baby would come out. So, yeah. Not only that, we later find out in the movie he wasn't really there to console her when she had a miscarriage or when the baby died in her womb. So, yeah, this guy's not that good of a person. And of course, you can say he's a self-centered person that only cares about his goal, and I would assume to appease his dad. Of course, he also had a bunch of trauma with with his childhood. Nearly died drowning. His dad died. It's a lot of stuff. Maybe wondering, is it really that bad? It's a bad movie, not because of the acting or the cinematography or any of that. It's just an extremely slow movie. If I were to cut it in halves, the first half of the movie would be 3 out of 10. I would not even entertain that again. The second half, though, now that's where it starts getting interesting. 7, 8 out of 10, easy, right? Because he starts to learn that he was the problem in the relationship, and he's trying to repair it now, and all that stuff. And we get to go through his memories through the spider, and of course, they do end up repairing their relationship, even though they're like billions of miles away. But who cares? And he ends up in the beginning and the end, as the spider would say, where he sees everything that has happened, is happening, and will happen. And let me tell you something about the movie. It is a beautiful film. It is a beautiful looking movie. I have to give it that. It's amazing. But at the same time, the reason why it's so bad is because it's super slow. Not only that, the audio is also like super soft. A little too soft for me, I guess. A little too quiet, as you would say. Not only that, I just think if they would have put anyone other than Adam Sandler in the movie, I think it would have really helped it. But I do think Adam Sandler's acting ability really brought the movie down. But the second half, that's a really beautiful movie. Really, really beautiful. If I had a way to improve the movie, make it even shorter. Even though it's like an hour and 40 minutes, which is already considered short nowadays for movies, they could have easily done an hour 20 minutes, an hour 10 minutes, and that would have drastically improved the film. Because it's way too slow. The people talk like they have no emotion, which I get it. It's an astronaut. He's been out in space for months, maybe even a year, by himself. Of course, he's not going to really have a ton of energy. But it's just, I don't know. It just seems like they're uninterested, to say the least. Especially when you see the spider and you're just talking to the spider like, bruh, you're just like, hey man, what are you doing here? It's like, what? I'm like, bro, what the hell are you doing here? You a giant spider. There's aliens exist now. What? But of course, where do the South Koreans end up in the mix, as I said in the end? Simple. Because the spider randomly just phases through the spaceship to go to the beginning because he's dying, and he goes to save him. Of course, his tether breaks, and he ends up in the beginning. Nice looking. Very, very nice looking scenes. And he ends up basically being untethered, just floating in space. But he was saved by the Koreans. How? You just have to be really lucky, I guess. Because how the hell they just randomly just see a dude floating? What the hell is that guy? It's a dude. What the hell is he doing out there? But whatever, right? So if I had a way to explain the movie, which I already have, it is a very, very slow-paced film with uninteresting dialogues, with a bunch of fluff, if I were to say that. A bunch of dialogue that basically means and goes nowhere. But the second half, now the whole philosophical part kicks in. Nice dialogue, beautiful scenes, beautiful shots, and I think it's a good ending to the movie. The first half, horrible film. Second half, decently good film. Would I recommend it? Unfortunately, because of the whole first half part, no. I mean, if you just want to watch the second half, all you really need to know is just he's alone in space, and now I would assume, hallucinating a spider. I don't know. The whole philosophical thing, it's not really my thing. Someone tells me, oh, what is the philosophical thing of the film? I'll be like, I don't know. I'm too dumb for this. I watch movies to be entertained, not to be lectured, not to learn things. I don't learn things from films. Boo. But anywho, rating 5, 6 out of 10. Unfortunately, do not recommend. But hey, if you see them clips, I think it might be worth the time, especially for a minute. So yeah. Anywho, hope you enjoy this video. Spaceman, interesting film to say the least, but it is not interesting enough in the first half anyways. But anywho, hope you enjoy this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.